Hi, welcome to the December reading of the Ocean Oracle. My name is Sue Marty. I'm creator of the deck. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to December. It's crazy, isn't it? End of the year already. So just setting the intention of what may be helpful to hear as we move into this last month of 2020. Number 33, Conch, Homecoming. This is, it's one of my favorite cards just visually. And I was really, I was really taken aback recently when I saw a YouTube video that somebody had done of the Ocean Oracle. And I think that she was like, this is my least favorite card or something like that. And I was like, what? So funny, like how I guess that's the beautiful thing about having 45 cards. Some of them will resonate for you and some will, others won't. So, and we're all individual and we all take what we need at certain times from the stories and the messages. So, in saying that, the story, it was calling her home. She heard it as she held the ancient shell to her ear. The present fell away as she was transported through time. Moments flew past her, recollections of times she had lived. She could not grasp any of them and gave up in the end. She just surrendered to the call. She moved the shell to her heart and released herself into the space. She continued her swirl through time until at last she seemed to stop. She was in a place of pure bliss. She felt her heart open and expand into this space, brilliant white light emanating from her core. Light danced and sparkled all around her as she looked out through seemingly new eyes. Warmth and love spread through her. She knew in this space she was in total love and acceptance. She was home. The message is, what is calling you home? What is calling to you? Are you in a place so far removed from your home that you do not know how to return? Have you lost yourself? Do you seek that which feels like home? Center yourself in your heart to know what truly calls you. You are supported in your journey home on whatever level that needs to take place. Yeah, so what happens when I read these is, because I never, obviously I don't know what I'm gonna pull, and I don't, like, every time I read the story and the messages, it's kind of like the first time I'm reading the story and the messages because of where we are and what's going on. So I never kind of know in advance what I'm gonna say. And as I'm reading, I just kind of open to what comes through. And so with this one, quite a few different things came through. But I think first and foremost, or front and center of this, is that it's the season where a lot of people will travel home to, for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever celebration is dear, is in their heart for them. And this year, thank you, COVID-19, we will be traveling home in different ways. And quite often this will not be in a physical sense. But will it be like, what calls to you? What are those traditions and beliefs and rituals that make you feel like you're home, or that you do when you travel home at this time of year? What are those, and is there a way for you to bring them into this very different year? And so it might not be, we might not be traveling physically home, but this card is asking, like, what is calling to you? What is calling to your heart? And honoring that. And I feel like I say this every time, but just going gently with yourself and those around you it's a, you know, it's a different year, and there have been different challenges, but you know, every year has its challenges, and every year we get to this point, and it's a chance to reevaluate, it's a chance to reassess. And interesting, like all those words, which are very traditional, not traditional, it's a funny word for that, used to kind of explain all the retrogrades. And we've had a lot of retrograde planets this year, and like, you know, all the reassessment, rethinking, redoing, reimagining. And we don't have, I don't think we have any retrograde planets. We might have one at this point. So it's interesting to come into December, because it is a reevaluation and a reimagining, I think, as we go forward into 2021. We've had this kind of, 2020 has allowed us to take a breath, and you know, sometimes breathing can be painful, but it also gives us life. So, you know, what is calling to you? And I guess this card supports finding what that is in whatever way you can as we move into December and into the holiday period. So in saying that, I wish you well. Happy December. Please take care, and thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next year.